Thank you, sir. Yes, we're live on K101.3 FM at McAlester Basketball Media Day. This broadcast is brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Loftis Furniture of McAlester, Ragan Auto, Fat Jack's Country Diner, Big V Feed Center, Toliver Chevy GMC, Advanced Thermal Solutions, Inc., Domino's Pizza, Lee Auto Sales, The Bank & A, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, and Fenton Nissan. And I'm joined alongside head coach of the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, Kourtnee Beshears, into her second year as head coach. Coach, how's the offseason been?
We actually had quite a bit in off-season. I'm definitely the coach that I want my girls to go play other sports, so I encourage them to go play softball, go run track. So I had some in volleyball, I had some in softball, and so we just kind of off-season went over, basic stuff. And so now we've kind of all been able to join back now that softball's over and volleyball's over, and we've been able to kind of run and gun in some practices, and it's been well.
Now, we were mentioning this kind of off air, a lot of new stuff for McAlester Lady Buffs this year. New staff, new schedule with the new districts, and also some new players. So let's start off with the new staff.
Yes. Whole new staff this year. Actually ended up having to restaff my 6th grade all the way up. And so I told the girls, whenever we have a team meeting, and I told them at the beginning, I said, change is really hard and uncomfortable, but sometimes it's necessary. And there's a lot of growth that can come from that. And so I let them know that while things are different, there's also good that can come from the difference, and you grow as a person as well. So I have Coach Ivy, David Ivy, which funny thing is he coached me when I was in 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Yeah, so 3rd grade all the way to 8th grade, and then my junior and senior year of high school as well. And so the moment they announced it, I had a few people that sent me screenshots, and they were like, how weird full circle moment. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, the fact that he put up with me that long. And then he's like, yeah, sounds good. And then I have Coach Sokolowski, which will be Barnett in January. And she was at Savannah with him as well. And so I think it'll be a pretty good group. They're still learning a lot too. And that's what I tell the girls as well is everyone practically besides me and a few are all just learning. And so we're just trying to keep pushing and keep growing.
Now, it was great last year in your first year to be able to have a few key seniors that were able to help build the stepping stones into the program that you were wanting to build in kind of a rebuilding year as well.
Yeah.
So now you have no seniors this year, but you have some of those pivotal players that played last year now getting that extra year of experience. Kind of how's the roster building up as we're getting closer, about a month and a half away from the first game?
Yeah, I have my 3 juniors back, which were super important last year, especially towards the stretch as we kind of got on that run. They kind of became their own. They started working and kind of finding their roles and what that is. And so I'm excited to have them with another year of experience. But they also kind of know the guidelines and what I want set, and so they're setting that for my young ones as well. And we do have some young talent which has come up, which will be beneficial too. They just got to learn to play within the system and within the culture and what's needed. And I think that as they grow, I think first part of the season, meshing will be a little difficult, but after that, once it clicks, it shouldn't be too bad.
And you also mentioned a little bit before we went on, sometimes with a younger team, first practices may not go that great, especially when you have a lot of people that play other sports, and then getting them all together. You kind of like the way that things were starting to mesh as you had your first practice.
Yes. After the first practice, kind of going into it, and I always joke back to our state championship year. I think it was our very first practice we had. We had a recruiter actually come in to look at one of the girls, and we're running a drill that we've run forever. And 2 seniors, one passes the ball and the other one misses it, hits her right in the face. Mariah Geyer, she throws the ball up against the mat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. And then I look back to what that first practice was for us and then where we finished the season. And I tell the girls all the time, I'm like, there's so much growth. All it is where you start to where you finish. And so first practice, I always go in there. I'm like, I mentally have to tell myself this is going to be bad, because if not, I'll lose my crap on everyone. And it actually went really well. And practice all last week went really well. And so I joked, I said, okay, I'm just waiting on the wheels to fall off, but I'm excited that things are going as well as they are.
And we're into a new district schedule, too. I mean, I was reading down the list of all the different games that we have that we did not have from a year ago. I mean, there's Claremore that's now there, and there's Glenpool as well, and East Central. Break down some of these new teams that have been added to our district that we're going to have to face twice.
Yeah. As long as I've been here, Glenpool's always been a really good team, a fundamentally sound team. He does really well in what he does. We actually scrimmaged them this summer at one of our team camps, and we looked awful. But I only had 3 girls that knew what was going on, and so I made sure that they knew that. I said, hey, no one's played within this system. It's only us 3. The pieces will come together. And I think, usually has a state tournament team. So he'll be, and they like to, when we scrimmaged them, they were all over us, trapped from behind, run and gun. I mean, all over my point guard. Good thing is I have about 2 more that can handle the ball this year, so that'll relieve some pressure as well. Claremore, I haven't played them since COVID season, actually. Yeah, that's.
I remember that. Yeah,
Yes.
and that was not even a scheduled game. We rescheduled that.
Yes.
Just try to get some games in.
And then we all got COVID, and we all had to sit for a week or something.
Thanks, Claremore.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. And so I think their record was a little better than ours last year, but I'm hoping that it's, we come out and we're excited and we don't let that hold us back, and we just kind of continue to move forward.
And is there anything else you'd like to add? Because we, again, talked about all the new as we're going into the season here. Anything else you'd like to add to give to Buffalo Nation here as we're getting ready for the first game?
We just appreciate anyone that wants to come out and watch us. I know that with girls basketball, we can't dunk, and it's not super exciting. But if you make a game, we do put on some exciting games. It's fundamental basketball. We work really hard, and these girls put a lot of time and effort into being here and trying to be a team. And so we plan to shoot for the sky, and that's where we're training. And so anyone that can come out and support us, we appreciate it. Fill the gym as much as you can. Cheer for us. Be there for us when things are down. Be there for us when things are up. And all the support we can get, we appreciate it.
Well, I can tell you one thing. You said that, girls basketball not exciting. That is not true at all. That was last year, that 8-game win streak or whatever it was. I mean, you guys gave some of the most exciting moments of my broadcasting career so far. Yeah. So I'm excited to see where this team goes into year 2 under Coach Beshears. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Yes, we are here at the MAC. This broadcast brought to you by McAlester Direct Primary Care, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Loftis Furniture of McAlester, Ragan Auto, Fat Jack's Country Diner, Big V Feed Center, Toliver Chevy GMC, Advanced Thermal Solutions Inc., Domino's Pizza, Lee Auto Sales, The Bank & A, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, and Fenton Nissan. And I am here with McAlester boys basketball coach Lou Dawkins, getting ready for his first season with the Black and Gold. Coach, how are you?
I'm great. Feeling good.
First media day with McAlester. Of course, last time that we saw you, it was the day after you were officially announced as the head coach. So how has that span been getting into McAlester basketball, into our players, being able to have an off-season with them? How's that process been getting to today?
It's been a blessing. We had a good June going up to team camp at Texas Christian, Oklahoma State, and a couple other ones. And we were playing in the 6A division. And we were not able to practice. We were just able to do skill work. And Oklahoma State, we finished 4-2. 2 games that we lost in double overtime in both. Both schools hit a 30-foot buzzer beater on us. I was so thrilled to death competing at the 6A. And then we played in the 6A division at TCU the following week. We went 4-2 up there. Ponsel did not play with us at TCU. He had tweaked his hip a little bit at Oklahoma State. But we had a blast, just hanging out with the guys, spending the night, get to know them a little bit. And it was also during the NBA playoffs. So Buffalo Wild Wings enjoyed us for about 4 hours one evening. And we were just in there watching the game and eating wings all day and all evening. But it was great. I saw a lot of good things, some things that I didn't know that the guys could do because I hadn't watched any games from last year. So I had back surgery in July. So I just actually started school started work about 5 weeks ago. I'm recovering. So that time that I was recovering, I was watching last year's games. I had plenty of time to watch the games. So what the guys were showing me at team camp, they was not displaying that in the games that they were doing. I'm speaking defensively. There was one possession at Oklahoma State in which one of my players dove for the ball, didn't retrieve it. Another one of my guys dove for the ball, didn't retrieve it. Another guy dove for the ball, didn't retrieve it. Then the fourth guy dove for the ball. And the first guy that initially dove for the ball, he ended up coming up with the basketball. And so the parents were telling me, well, Coach, we've never seen them do that. I'm like, what do you mean? So the culture is slowly changing. And, not to have any seniors with the talent that we have is a blessing. You won't find too many schools around here with the kind of talent that we have. So I am amped up. I wake up every morning at 5 o'clock. I have an apartment here on campus. But I drive here every morning right now, and my wife is not seeing me this energized. I'm in the bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock, preparing for the next day, and I am energized to start official practice with my entire team in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, because I know what we have. It's up to me and my coaching staff to assemble the pieces of that jigsaw puzzle and flip them, twist them, whatever we have to do, squeeze them into them grooves and get it right, because we have a great chance to go to state this year.
And we're excited to hear that. It's been a little while since McAllister's been able to go to the state tournament as far as the boys is concerned. And when it comes to you looking at your team, of course, basketball is one that kind of works with football a little bit, because you have some of your stars on the football team. They're going to be your stars on the basketball team as well, some of them. You mentioned Davian. He's a full-time basketball guy, really, that gets to be able to get in on the offseason with you in these practices that are starting off. But how do you start to integrate some of your guys that may be in a little bit later from football?
We got to start conditioning with them. That's the first and foremost. Football conditioning, basketball is totally different. After a play in football, you get to rest for 30 seconds. Basketball is up-tempo. It's bang, bang, boom. So I got to make sure that I gradually build their conditioning, their motor skills, because I don't want to bring anyone here and jump off the first day of practice, they twist their ankle or something. Mm-hmm. That's the worrying part of that. The other stuff will come, but we have to be smart not to try and, when they tell me, Coach, I'm tired, I have to listen to them. Davion and Caden and my other 4 guys that I got in the gym right now, they've been telling them how practice has been going with them guys, and Dave them and saying, Coach, we're going to be out of shape. Well, hey, how about at nighttime when you finish with football, go get a couple miles in and time yourself. Mm-hmm. If you think you're going to be out of shape, do something. There's a remedy for it. But, I can't get me and my staff. I got some young coaches, two young coaches.
Yeah, let's tell us about your staff here.
Me and Coach Ms. Colbert, me and Coach Colbert, we can't do anything out there. We're so old now. But I got Coach Green, my JV coach, and Coach Hubbard, Trey Hubbard. He actually volunteered. I think he's a state trooper, and he actually retired from his position last year. A couple weeks ago. So when you get a volunteer coach that played at the college level, Coach Green played at the college level as well. They can do things, go out there and bang with the guys. Mm-hmm. And so Coach Green is getting the guys up in the morning time, getting shots up with them at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he bring them back in the evening time at 6 or 7 o'clock, especially my 8th graders as well. So he's going way beyond. I didn't even ask him to do that. He did it himself. So when you have guys like that, 2 young coaches with aspiration of coaching college one day, the only thing that I can do is give them all the knowledge that I've gained over the years, the experience. We're actually this Tuesday, we're going to tour Dallas, Texas. I'm taking Davion Pouncil and Caden Hill, my 2 young assistant coaches. We're going to hit up in North Texas. They have practice at 9 o'clock. We're going to leave here about 4:30 in the morning. Then we're going to hit up Texas, Arlington, SMU, and then TCU. We're going to hit 4 schools in one day and watch 4 teams practice. Nice. So we're pumped up.
And one thing that comes with being a new coach, as you mentioned earlier, getting to know your new players. You guys got some talented guys on this team, of course, and some of them have been playing since they were freshmen, starting since they were freshmen. So break down some of the players that you're most excited to see grow into their now juniors, sophomore years.
Well, we already know what Rodney can do. So I'm very thrilled about Caden Hill. Caden has a lot of potential to play high major basketball. He's 6'7" right now. He's already on Division I programs radar. But I really want to see Brandon Smith, because as always, when you got a good team, when you have a great team, you got to have a great floor general. And I'm looking for Brandon to have at least 9 or 10 assists a game with the players that he has around him. He has athletes. He has guys that can get on the post. He has guys, a big kid in Caden. Caden's big to us, but he's not big at the college level. Caden has the potential to step out and shoot 3-pointers. So what I want to see from the unit, though, is for them to accept as an individual and as a team defense. There should be, with the athleticism that I have, one-on-one defense shouldn't be a problem. Keeping your man in front. And if they're not willing to do it, they're going to have to sit on that bench. Like I told Rodney, I'm going to challenge you. With all the athleticism that God has blessed you with, no one around here should be able to go around you if you really put your mind to it and stop people. Rodney should get 8 points off steals. Easy.
And you're looking into the new season here. Again, coming from most recently Muskogee, I mean, some of these guys you might have been able to play in the non-district tournaments that you might have. So you're looking at teams like Glenpool, East Central, Tahlequah. They're new teams to you here in Oklahoma. What are you looking most forward to here in this district schedule? Or is it more so focusing on you guys and the rest will work itself out?
I'm just worried about us.
Yeah.
When you have players, offensive players that can score the ball and put the ball in the rack, their enemy is, can they buy into the defensive philosophy? Because I truly believe defense creates offense. And, once we're able to stop people, read the passing lanes, the passing angles, and boxing out and rebounding so we can get out and use our offensive skills, our offensive talents, and run and attack, it's going to benefit us.
All right, Coach. I'm about wrapped up here. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, man. I just can't wait for December the 5th, man. I think we have Kawita here, and I'm just amped up. I am so pumped up.
Well, we're excited to have you and the rest of the boys basketball team put on a show there December 5th. We'll be cheering you on from this spot, looking down there. So we're excited. Right. We're all excited for it, Coach.
We are ready to sell the MAC out.
Let's do that. All right, sell the MAC out. First game December 5th here at the MAC. Make sure you come out in droves, all right?